What's up, Hype C. I play games, make games everywhere, and today we're going to make a quick Pokemon Capybara game. And if you keep watching, I'll show you how you can make your own Pokemon game on your phone in minutes. Or if there's a Pokemon you want me to make, leave a comment. Capybaras are native to South America, so today we travel to Curitiba, Brazil to find some capybaras in the wild, observe them, and take what we learned and put it into our game. Curitiba, Brazil is known to be like the London or Seattle of Brazil, where the weather is so chilly and cold. They have a common saying in Brazil: if you meet someone from Curitiba, be sure to give them a big hug because they are cold inside. Enough about Curitibanos, let's get to the capybaras. Capybaras are basically huge rodents, some bigger than the biggest pig I've ever seen, and the baby capybaras are just so adorable. Most of the time, capybaras just chill and lay out in the sun all day and eat grass. You will always find them by the water as they are great swimmers, and for fun, I have seen them chase each other around on land and into water. They can move fast if needed, and someone even told me they like apples, but all my attempts to feed them apples have failed. After observing the capybaras and even being lucky enough to pet one, let's make a game. In case you're wondering, the hairs are very thick and feels kinda wiry. Definitely a little weird. There are many ways to make games nowadays, but for me, I like using an app and being able to make a game anywhere. There's Wi-Fi, 3G, 5G, all on my phone. In hypehype, you can easily make games based off of other games you or someone else has already made. Let's take a look at Catch It by Viper and all the other iterations people have made in this game. hypehype is a revolutionary app that allows anyone to play thousands of games and make games all on your phone. It's currently in beta, so you do need an email to sign up. They're currently working on bringing multiplayer games and development to the app. Any game in this app can be used as a template. Today we're looking at Catch It by Viper, which is a simple Pokemon-like game where you toss a ball and catch an animal or creature you've created. Dozens of other creators have made their own version of this Catch It game using new characters, redesigning the landscape where the creatures are caught, all on their phone. If you were to create a Pokemon creature, what would you create? If you're new to making games, you can use a template because we all start somewhere. When I made my Pokemon Catch It game, I used a real-life inspiration of a capybara, an animal I've only ever seen photos of on the internet. I had no idea these creatures ran and were fast, lived by the water, and ate and chilled out in the sun all day. I wanted to create something that reflected my experience with these creatures, so I took this template, redesigned the landscape and difficulty of this game. I set up the character so that it ran back and forth, adding a bit of challenge to the game and a fun animation showing that if you missed, the capybara would run into the water, just as I saw in real life. Whenever too many people got around these majestic creatures, they just went into the water. And in the background of my game, I added some small, fun elements like other capybaras playing with each other by running around, along with the mama and baby capybara chilling in the background. I never imagined I'd get the chance to pet one of these animals, but I also never thought I'd be able to make games on my phone in minutes and hours using an app. If you could make a game, what would you make? Sign up at hypehype.com/get access and they will send you a download link within 24 to 48 hours, give or take, as it is the holiday season. It's game time. Let's make a game. Let's zoom out. Viper put a bunch of step-by-step instructions on how to create your own type of Pokemon game. For step 1, let's change the character and we can just simply change it to a capybara. You can see that the capybara looks kind of weird in the animation. Let's go grab a fresh capybara, and this one will contain all the animation involved with the capybara. We can see capybara sit, run, walk, jump, idle. And from here we can just go ahead and delete this. Select this animal and go ahead and select the capybara sit. Also, gonna change the color because the capybaras look a little darker. This looks a little bit better. Change that visual dark red and a little bit more brown. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and put him to the ground so he's not floating. It's snapping, so we want to turn the snapping off to free movement. And there we go, right about there. So let's turn the logic on and let's change the character name. Right now it's set to ping and we want to change it to Capybara. And then on hit, let's go have the animation. Right now it's set to sword impact. Let's go ahead and change it to Capybara jump pose. And now we can practice this. Oh, we have a golden one. You can see the dancing is kind of weird. So what we're going to want to do is find out where that is on miss. Animation, we have it dancing, so let's go ahead and change it to a capybara run. And we can also maybe add a vector transform so that it runs off the screen. Signal receive, drag and select over here, and we're going to select vector transform, execute. And we want this to have a move to the left, maybe -0.5, drag to target the object. So now the object is selected, and if we miss, notice how he ran to the right, but he was still facing forward. So let's go ahead and add another vector transform, and this time we are going to rotate the capybara. So we select again, target capybara, transform to rotate, and we're going to do it in a faster time, so 0.125. And I think maybe it's a Y of 90. Let's try it out. It could be -90. Oh, and then here on broadcast listener, let's go ahead and select the second vector transform, execute. Just like that. I'm going to want the capybara to move a little bit further to the left, just so he's off the screen, but we can also make him move a little slower. And now he's gone. Feel free to follow the steps. You can change the music if you want to get a different song. Here we have Platoon Overworld. You can also go down here, select music, play test each song, see what you might like, and then that will be the new song. If you're new to making games, just make small changes, nothing too complicated. When it comes to this Pokeball, I like to add a little bit more here. This button image, go here, make it super small, rotate it, change the colors a little bit. We also want this image to be a little bit smaller, like we did with the rotation and the move. We can go to vector transform, execute on start, give it no timing because we want it to happen right away. Change the XYZ to 0.5. Let's go ahead, move it over here, and then we're going to want to glue this to the Pokeball, maybe that centerpiece. And we want to set the transform to scale. Okay, so we got this vector transform, XYZ set to 0.5, transform set to scale. And now we just need to make sure it's right in front of the ball, kind of like that, a little bit to the right and out. Boom. Looking good. Take this game template and make a very simple game. Use any animal creature in the library to make your own type of game. If there's a Pokemon you'd like me to make a game for, leave a comment and let me know, and be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Hypesy. Stay safe out there and peace.